In today's top news, we're continuing with the latest on the war in Iran. The U.S. Central Command warning civilians in Iran that the Iranian regime is using heavily populated civilian areas there to conduct its military operations.
NTD's Daniel Monaghan has more on that, including comments from War Secretary Pete Hegseth as well as President Trump.
CENTCOM says the Iranian regime has been launching one-way attack drones and ballistic missiles from civilian areas and cities including Dezful, Isfahan, and Shiraz. The command says locations used for military operations can lose their protected status under international law and may become legitimate military targets. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth was asked about a CBS News report that Russia is providing intelligence to Iran on U.S. positions and movements, speaking on 60 Minutes.
No one's putting us in danger. We're putting the other guys in danger. That's our job. So we're not concerned about that, but the only ones that need to be worried right now are Iranians that think they're going to live.
Hegseth discussing President Trump's recent comments that there would be no deal with Iran except unconditional surrender.
It means we're fighting to win. It means we set the terms. We'll know when they're not capable of fighting. There'll be a point where they'll have no choice but to do that. Whether they know it or not, they will be combat ineffective. They will surrender.
Hegseth saying the fight with Iran was never meant to be fair.
Our capabilities are overwhelming compared to what Iran's are. And frankly, when you combine our Air Force with the Air Force of the Israeli Defense Forces, it's the two most powerful air forces in the world.
Asked about the possibility of U.S. boots on the ground, Hegseth saying the administration will not discuss operational limits publicly.
We're willing to go as far as we need to in order to be successful. We want the Iranians guessing and second-guessing and triple-guessing what we might be willing to do because under President Trump, we just might, and they need to factor for that.
Meanwhile, the Israeli military yesterday saying it attacked the headquarters of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps' aerospace force in Tehran. Israel also says 2 Israeli soldiers have been killed at the country's northern border with Lebanon. Israel's military chief of staff warning yesterday the Iran war could take a long time.
Right now, we need to show perseverance and patience. It will take a long time. You need to be prepared for that. And however long it takes, it will take.
The Israeli military says an overnight strike by its navy killed 5 top commanders in Iran's IRGC. It said they served in the Quds Forces Palestine and Lebanon Corps and were involved in funding, arming, and providing intelligence to terror groups Hezbollah and Hamas.
I tell you that there is no safe place for the Iranian branches of evil anywhere in the Middle East, not in Beirut and not anywhere else.
And huge fires burned in Iran's capital yesterday in the aftermath of Israeli attacks on oil infrastructure. Israel struck 4 oil storage tankers and a petroleum transfer terminal overnight. Israel's military said the oil depots were being used by Iran's military for fuel to launch missiles. President Trump says the timing of ending the war with Iran will be decided with input from Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Trump says the 2 leaders are in close contact. Daniel Monaghan, NTD News.